Welcome back to our channel, where we dive deep into the intriguing world of coin collecting and explore the hidden treasures that lie within our currency. Today, we have an exciting topic that will not only fascinate coin enthusiasts but also intrigue those who are new to the world of numismatics. We're talking about a specific quarter, the 1995p quarter dollar, a coin that has gained massive attention in recent years due to some fascinating errors and mistakes during its minting process, making it highly valuable, with an estimated worth of around $483 million. Yes, you heard that right. What makes this quarter so special? Let's take a closer look at the striking errors that contribute to its staggering value. First, we have to understand that a typical quarter is worth 25 cents in circulation, but this particular coin is more than just face value. It's a remarkable piece of history that draws collectors and investors alike due to its significant flaws. The main error of the 1995p quarter dollar lies in its design details. During the production run at the Philadelphia Mint, a few coins were struck with an incorrect design, leading to this quarter being categorized as a mint error. Collectors are particularly drawn to mint errors because they are rare and often represent a deviation from the standard quality, making them highly sought after. In the case of the 1995p quarter, one of the most notable errors lies in the missing "In God We Trust" inscription. This error occurred due to a die that had not been properly processed or cleaned before striking the coins, resulting in a handful of these quarters being released into circulation without this essential motto. This particular error has caught the attention of countless collectors, as it is not only an interesting mistake but is also seen as a symbol of financial and spiritual significance, making its rarity even more appealing. Furthermore, there are additional errors associated with the 1995p quarter, such as striking errors which can include double strikes, offset strikes, and various other abnormalities that can occur during the minting process. For example, some coins exhibit what is known as a double die error, where the image appears to be duplicated or out of alignment, adding another layer of intrigue and creating variations within this already unique piece. The allure of the 1995p quarter dollar does not stop with just these visual errors. Its rarity also plays a significant role in boosting its value. The number of coins that were minted during that year with errors is extraordinarily limited, which means that collectors are willing to pay a premium for these unique pieces. In numismatic terms, the concept of scarcity drives the market, and with fewer of these error coins available, competition among collectors ultimately increases the prices significantly. To put this into perspective, while most quarters from 1995 can be found in abundance in circulation and may be worth the typical 25 cents, the error coins, when identified and verified, can fetch prices ranging from hundreds to even thousands of dollars depending on the type and severity of the error. Imagine stumbling upon a 1995p quarter in your pocket change, not realizing that you might be holding onto a treasure worth potentially hundreds, if not thousands, of dollars. As we discuss the value and allure of such coins, it's important to consider how coin collectors and investors determine the worth of rare coins. This is often done through grading systems, which assess the condition of the coin, its rarity, demand, and market trends. Grading scales can range from poor to uncirculated, with higher grade coins commanding significantly higher prices. A 1995p quarter with a significant error that is graded well can reach shocking values in auctions or through private sales, often drawing in high bids from passionate collectors motivated by their love for numismatics or the potential for return on investment. Additionally, the narrative surrounding the origin of a coin can also impact its value. As stories and detailed histories of specific coins circulate among collectors, the provenance can increase desirability and subsequently drive prices higher. For our 1995p quarter, the intrigue of the minting errors provides an additional narrative layer that not only appeals to collectors but also makes it a popular topic among numismatic enthusiasts who enjoy sharing the story behind such unique finds. Looking ahead, the demand for error coins like the 1995p quarter will likely continue to rise as more people become aware of their value and significance within the coin collecting community. This growing interest in currency errors reflects a broader cultural fascination with imperfections and the stories they tell. In an era where things are often mass-produced and standardized, finding a piece that is genuinely distinct and flawed carries a sense of allure and excitement. If you're wondering how to get involved in the world of rare coins and potentially find a high-value piece like the 1995p quarter, you should start by educating yourself about coin grading, attending local coin shows, or joining numismatic clubs where you can exchange information and connect with other collectors. Many people become passionate collectors without even realizing the potential value of what they might already have, and in doing so, they can both enjoy the thrill of the hunt and perhaps build a valuable collection over time. Moreover, the internet has opened doors for novice and seasoned collectors alike, allowing them to bid in online auctions or connect with dealers specializing in rare coins. Platforms dedicated to numismatics provide a wealth of resources, insights, and community support, making it easier than ever to get started and discover what treasures might just be hiding in your change drawer or at the back of your coin box. As we delve deeper into the world of rare coins, remember the 1995 quarter dollar and the millions of dollars it represents due to its unique mistakes. It's not just a coin, it's a testament to the possibilities of what is out there in the world of currency and the incredible stories behind these seemingly simple pieces of metal. So, as you continue your own journey through the fascinating realm of coins, keep your eyes peeled for those unusual pieces that could hold incredible value and consider how they fit into the larger narrative of our monetary history. Whether you are a serious collector or a casual observer, the story of the 1995 quarter dollar is a compelling reminder of how even the smallest inconsistencies can lead to something extraordinary, an opportunity to reflect on our connection to the past and the myriad possibilities that exist in the world of currency collecting. Keep exploring, keep hunting, and join us next time as we uncover more exciting stories from the world of coin collecting. Thank you for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in our next episode. Next. Today, we're focusing on a remarkable coin that has stirred quite a buzz in the numismatic community, the 1988 quarter dollar. This quarter, minted in Denver in 1988, is not just any ordinary coin but one that has been associated with an extraordinary story of errors and mistakes that significantly inflate its value, leading to estimates as high as $137 million. Now, this astronomical sum might leave you astounded, but let's take a closer look at what makes the 1988 quarter dollar so sought after, delving into the intricate details of the errors it possesses, the mining process that led to these anomalies, and the impact of these very factors on its staggering market value. To begin with, let's talk about the minting process itself. In 1988, the Denver Mint struck millions of quarters, yet only a select few emerged with errors that would capture the attention of collectors worldwide. The minting process involves critical steps where dies are prepared, cleaned, and polished before they strike the planchets, which are the metal discs from which coins are created. Errors can arise from multiple stages in the process, whether it be during the design phase or during the striking phase when the coins are produced. Such mistakes can lead to unique variations in a coin's appearance, making them highly desirable. In the case of the 1988 quarter, there are a few notable errors linked to the production that set this coin apart from its more mundane counterparts. One of the primary errors is known as the three-legged buffalo effect. While this terminology is more commonly used when discussing buffalo nickels, it applies to this quarter as well in terms of abnormal design characteristics due to the inadequacies during minting. This particular term refers to a scenario where a portion of the design appears to have been struck improperly, resembling a missing leg. Although this term is often used more in reference to different coin types, the principle remains pertinent when we talk about the 1988 quarter that demonstrates misaligned dies, resulting in an incomplete strike that is particularly intriguing to collectors who seek out coins with unique stories. The missing element might not be a complete leg but rather the details important to the coin's design. The distortion caused by the striking error adds a layer of intrigue that contributes to the value of this quarter. Additionally, there are double die errors associated with some 1988 quarter dollars. A double die error occurs when the coin's design is engraved onto the die more than once, leading to a blurred or duplicated image appearing on the final struck coins. This phenomenon can create significant interest within collectorship, as not only do such errors indicate a mistake, but they also signify rarity and uniqueness. In turn, coins exhibiting such flaws can sometimes fetch prices that far exceed their standard numismatic value. Now, to appreciate the value of the 1988 quarter affected by these errors, one must also understand the concept of market demand. As collectors grow more knowledgeable and aware of the existence of such rare coins, the interest and competition skyrockets, ultimately driving prices upward. Rare coins often trade hands at auction for prices that may seem outrageous to the uninitiated, but within the world of numismatics, the aura surrounding error coins contributes greatly to their market value. The rarity of the 1988 quarter with these specific errors enhances its appeal, with only a limited number surviving, Every newly discovered coin grabs not just local attention but occasionally reverberates throughout the entire collector community, leading to competitive bidding scenarios that can significantly amplify the market value. A factor contributing to the coin's value arises from the grading process that our quarters undergo. Numismatic grading is fundamental in the coin collecting sphere and plays a crucial role in determining a coin's worth based on its condition and the errors it possesses. Coins are typically graded on a scale of 1 to 70, with higher grades signifying superior preservation and quality. Specifically, those pieces with documented errors will receive special consideration, as examples with high grades and significant mint errors are even scarcer, resulting in astronomical price tags when they come to auction. It's not uncommon for collectors to pinpoint specific coins that match their collection based on the hope of acquiring correctly graded pieces with errors, and in the case of the 1988 D-Quarter, collectors are actively on the search to enhance their collections, often resulting in record-breaking sales of these coins or their error variants. This persistent demand ensures that pieces like the 1988 D-Quarter dollar with errors remain highly profiled within auction circles. Another point to mention is how historical context has shaped the numismatic landscape surrounding the 1988 D-Quarter. Coin collecting is often a reflection of cultural and financial circumstances during its years of minting. Coins crafted during economically tumultuous times or those reflecting significant national events tend to garner more attention. The late 1980s was a unique period in American history. Technological advancements flourished, and the market was bustling. As we reflect on the motifs and designs that graced U.S. coins, we appreciate how they encapsulate moments in history. This aspect gives additional significance to the 1988 D-Quarter and paints a broader picture that collectors select their treasures with historical relevance in mind, allowing for richer storytelling around these coins. Furthermore, when we discuss the valuation of such rare pieces, we must consider their accessibility to the general public. Part of what hones the excitement around coins like the 1988 D-Quarter is how they can turn up at unexpected locations like yard sales, estate sales, or even in everyday pocket change. The realization that a seemingly common quarter may potentially be worth millions has fueled stories of coin hunters and everyday folk who stumble upon treasures, only to find they possess a coin featuring extraordinary errors. This random chance discovery adds an air of excitement to the process, not only for those deep into collecting but also for casual finders who become entranced by unexpected fortune. Allowing ourselves to embrace the chance of finding value in simplicity connects us profoundly to the past and the mint workers' imperfections that gave rise to these unique pieces. Further complicating the landscape surrounding the 1988 D-Quarter dollar are the elements of counterfeiting and replication in the coin market. The rise of advanced technology has made it easier for counterfeiters to recreate rare coins, including those with notable errors. Collectors must remain vigilant and practice due diligence when evaluating potential purchases, making the authentication process even more critical and underscoring the significance of documentation regarding each coin's history. The realm of certified coins, those that are received grades and authentication from professional grading services, bolsters confidence within the marketplace, as buyers can trust the grading on coins they consider investing in. For the 1988 D-Quarter, the significance of certified examples that boast errors can lead to a competitive marketplace that enhances not only the visibility of the coin but also the excitement of dealers and collectors alike as they engage in transactions. With this thrill of rarity, combined with noteworthy stories and historical context, it is no surprise that the 1988 D-Quarter dollar has become a fascinating focal point within the world of coin collecting. As we look toward the future, we can only anticipate the prospects of how value will continue to evolve, as more collectors seek to understand the nuances of their potential future acquisitions. For anyone interested in the hobby of collecting coins, it is essential to pay attention and understand the fundamentals of rarity, grading, and authentication, along with keeping abreast of any news circulating within the numismatic field. This gives an edge to those looking to find pieces that may skyrocket in demand and value, including the elusive 1988 D-Quarter dollar. As we continue to explore the enchanting world of coin collecting and the stories that coins hold, we encourage you to keep your curiosity alive and investigate the rich narratives behind each finding, trusting that every coin can hold unique stories waiting to be discovered. We hope you enjoyed learning about this remarkable quarter and its extraordinary value, and we look forward to connecting with you again in future episodes, where we'll continue to unveil the mysteries and treasures of the numismatic world. Thank you for watching. Next. Today, we're going to dive into the story of an extraordinary coin, the 1997 quarter dollar. This particular quarter, minted in Philadelphia in 1997, has captured the attention of collectors and investors alike due to some significant errors and mistakes during its minting process. It's hard to believe, but this quarter has been valued at an astonishing $73 million, largely because of the unique imperfections that make it so special. So what exactly makes this coin worth such a staggering amount? Let's embark on an exploration of its intriguing errors, the historical context behind its production, and the wider implications for collectors and enthusiasts. First, let's lay the groundwork by discussing what constitutes a mint error. Mint errors occur during the production process when something goes wrong, resulting in coins that deviate from the intended design. In the case of the 1997 quarter, there are a few remarkable errors that have caught the eyes of numismatists. One of the most crucial mistakes involves misaligned dies, which occurs when the dies that strike the coin are not properly aligned, leading to part of the design being poorly stamped or incomplete. This kind of error can create a visually striking effect, making the coin instantly recognizable to collectors who appreciate its uniqueness. Coins with misaligned dies can often change the appearance of the intended design significantly, drawing more interest from those who specialize in error coins since these quirks are often representative of rarity. Secondly, another critical error related to the 1997 quarter is the blemished surface, where coins exhibit unusual marks or spots, resulting from impurities in the metal composition or contamination of the planchets prior to striking. This type of surface defect can render a coin exceptionally rare, particularly when combined with other minting errors. A blemished quarter can also attract attention during grading, as such imperfections play a major role in determining the overall value. Consequently, a distinguishing blemish on a rare coin can lead to it being highly sought after by passionate collectors who are keen on completing their error coin collections. In addition to these physical features, the 1997 quarter also had a number of coins that were struck with double dies, an interesting characteristic that occurs when the die that strikes the coin is misaligned during the engraving process. The result is a coin that features a duplicated image, often in the lettering or design details. A classic example of this is when the motto, "In God We Trust," on the 1997 quarter appears heavily doubled, leading to a significant appreciation in its perceived value. Double dies can make for fabulous conversation pieces and easily attract buyers eager to own a piece of minting history. The combination of these errors creates an exciting narrative for collectors, not just in terms of rarity but also in fostering a deeper appreciation for the history and complexities of coin production. The thrilling aspect of collecting error coins lies in the fact that these mistakes present unique stories that resonate with enthusiasts and investors alike. Furthermore, the value of the 1997 quarter is significantly enhanced by the concept of scarcity. Not all coins minted in 1997 exhibit these errors, which makes the few that do particularly valuable. In numismatics, the law of supply and demand is a driving force. If a coin is exceedingly rare, collectors will often pay a premium price for it. As more individuals become aware of these error coins, particularly the 1997 quarter, the competition to acquire such specimens increases, thus inflating their prices over time. Each new discovery, whether it be a poorly struck coin or one with surface blemishes, can send ripples through the collecting community and propel the prices of these coins upward. To put this in context, while thousands or even millions of quarters from 1997 exist in circulation, those specific quarters with errors capture a collector's imagination, translating into impressive values at auctions and private sales. Collectors know that finding such a quarter in circulation can be akin to discovering a rare gem amongst gravel, illustrating the unpredictable thrill of the hunt. It's also worth noting the significance of coin grading in the journey of numismatics. The grading process assesses various factors, including the condition of the coin, rarity, and any mint errors, all of which contribute to the final market value. Coins are graded on a scale that ranges from poor to uncirculated, with higher grades commanding much higher prices. A 1997 quarter that features errors and carries a high grade can fetch prices well above the traditional values assigned to standard circulated quarters of the same year. For collectors and investors, understanding the intricate grading process enhances their ability to navigate the market effectively and make informed purchasing decisions. As we delve deeper, we can't ignore the historical context surrounding the year 1997. The late 1990s was a period marked by economic growth in the United States, coupled with advancements in technology, making it a dynamic time for the coinage industry. This backdrop reflects a broader cultural significance, connecting collectors with not only the tangible aspects of the coins but also the intangible stories they tell. Coins crafted in this era become window panes into the past, connecting us to moments in time and the values we held. Understanding this historical context may also enhance personal connections to the coins, making their collection of greater sentimental value beyond mere monetary worth. Moreover, as we discuss the value and excitement surrounding the 1997 quarter dollar, it's essential to consider the possibility of uncovering such coins in everyday situations. The chance of finding a rare error coin, even one as unique as the 1997 quarter, in pocket change or random collections brings forth an exciting dynamic. Many stories have surfaced about individuals who have stumbled upon treasures in the unlikeliest of places, leading them to lifelong passions for coin collecting. This aspiration motivates both novice collectors and seasoned enthusiasts to continuously search through their change, attend coin shows, and explore estate sales looking for hidden gems. Indeed, as relationships are built within the coin collecting community, the thrill of sharing these finds often becomes more widespread, propagating excitement for the pursuit of rare coins throughout communities. Additionally, the rise of online marketplaces and auction platforms has democratized access to rare coins, including error coins like the 1997 quarter. Sophisticated collectors are now able to connect with dealers or fellow collectors from all across the globe, thereby enhancing their ability to acquire rare items, stay informed about current market trends, and participate in vibrant discussions within an expanding community. This has not only fueled market growth but also fostered a sense of camaraderie among enthusiasts who share similar interests and passions. Yet, the market for rare coins also faces challenges. Counterfeiting poses a significant threat, especially as technology advances, making it easier to replicate coins accurately. This has brought the focus of authenticity to the forefront of coin collecting, requiring collectors to be vigilant in their purchasing decisions. Ensuring that a coin like the 1997 quarter dollar is authentic protects collectors from financial loss and misrepresentation. The importance of having coins graded and certified by professional services built upon reliable records has become crucial amid concerns over counterfeit pieces flooding the market. Many collectors now rely heavily on third-party grading services to authenticate their coins and ascertain their value, significantly bolstering the trustworthiness of transactions in an often complex marketplace. In sum, preserving the integrity and reputation of the coin collecting industry is vital to its growth, as trust in those who participate sustains the positive atmosphere surrounding this beloved hobby. Looking forward, the narrative surrounding the 1997 quarter dollar will likely continue to evolve as the community of collectors shines a critical spotlight on its history, errors, and remarkable stories. The fascination with error coins reflects a broader appeal for imperfections and anomalies, a reminder of our connection to humanity and the intricacies of the world and economy we inhabit. For anyone with an interest in coin collecting, understanding and appreciating unique errors such as those present in the 1997 quarter allows collectors not just to accumulate coins, but to engage with our broader humanity through each piece they acquire. Therefore, as you continue your journey into the statistics and stories behind coins, we encourage you to keep your spirit of curiosity alive and remain engaged with this captivating world of numismatics. With each episode, we aim to uncover more hidden gems, helping you to deepen your appreciation and knowledge of coins that, despite their simplicity, can hold dynamic stories and immense value. Thank you for joining us on this exciting exploration of the 1997 quarter dollar, and we look forward to discovering more intriguing tales in the realm of coin collecting in future episodes. Happy collecting! Next. Today, we're delving into the fascinating world of coin collecting, exploring a specific gem that has captured the attention of collectors and investors alike, the 1989 quarter dollar. This quarter, minted in Philadelphia and produced in what many consider a routine minting year, has a hidden story that elevates its status far beyond its nominal value of 25 cents. Due to a series of notable errors and mistakes during its production, the 1989 quarter dollar is currently valued at an astonishing $53 million. Now, you might be wondering what makes this coin so valuable and why collectors are willing to invest such significant sums to acquire it. In this episode, we'll unravel the story behind this extraordinary coin, examining the specific errors that contribute to its incredible worth, the historical context of its production, and the broader implications for collectors interested in rare mint errors. To start off, let's clarify what constitutes a mint error, as these are central to the story behind the 1989 P quarter. Mint errors occur when there's a deviation from the intended design during the minting process, resulting in coins that have observable anomalies. Many of these errors stem from issues related to the dies used to strike the coins or from mistakes in the production process itself. Errors can range from simple mishaps to complex issues, and collectors actively seek these distinctive pieces because they offer unique stories and rarity that standard coins do not. In the case of the 1989 P quarter, one of the most studied and discussed errors involves the misalignment of the die used for striking. Misaligned dies occur when the two dies used to strike the coin are not perfectly aligned during the minting process. This misalignment can result in the design being partially stamped, leading to an incomplete or shifted appearance of the graphics, lettering, or other designs present on the coin. Collectors find such coins particularly intriguing because they embody significant deviations from normal minting standards while still retaining aesthetic qualities that resonate with interested parties. The 1989 P quarter has a few notable instances of misaligned dies, where parts of the design appear displaced or inadequately struck, giving the coin a characteristic look that sets it apart from its contemporaries. Another remarkable error associated with the 1989 P quarter is related to the blemished, or spotty, surface of certain coins. Various factors, such as impurities in the metal alloy used for the quarter or inadequate cleaning of the planchets before striking, can lead to surface blemishes on the finished coins. Such errors make the coins visually appealing to collectors as they are often one-of-a-kind specimens that offer a glimpse into the minting process. When examining a blemished 1989 P quarter, collectors appreciate the story of how that one particular coin resulted from a blend of human and mechanical error, making it not only a monetary asset but also a fascinating artifact representing American minting history. The concept of grade also comes into play when discussing the 1989 P quarter's value. Coin grading is a critical factor in assessing not only the physical condition of the coin but also its market appeal. Grading involves a scale that ranges from poor to uncirculated, with higher grades assigned to coins that exhibit exceptional preservation and quality. A well-preserved 1989 P quarter featuring unique errors can reach values far beyond its standard face value due to its combination of high grade and rarity. Coins that are graded as gem uncirculated or brilliant uncirculated command significantly higher prices, making grading an essential topic for collectors who aim to invest wisely in error coins like the 1989 P quarter. Collectors are often on the lookout for these errors and actively seek out coins that exhibit unusual characteristics, particularly those that offer dual benefits, a high grade coupled with notable minting mistakes. Furthermore, the rarity factor plays an integral role in escalating the value of the 1989 P quarter. While many quarters from 1989 were minted, only a small number exist with the specific errors attributed to this coin, making it a hot commodity among those who appreciate their unique stories. As collectors become more educated about coins and their historical significance, the demand for rare error coins has steadily increased. This growing interest translates to competitive bidding situations at auctions and private sales, where prices can skyrocket as collectors vie for the opportunity to secure prized pieces for their collections. The 1989 P quarter is particularly representative of the impact that rarity has on value. The existence of very few coins bearing critical errors means that prices can rise sharply as collectors recognize the significance of each newly discovered specimen. It's not just casual collectors who find excitement in the hunt for error coins. Serious investors also understand the potential for significant returns on rare coins. The 1989 P quarter is seen as an asset that could appreciate over time as interest in error coins continues to evolve and grow. Investors see these unique pieces as opportunities for portfolio diversification and a way to hedge against economic uncertainties. Thus, they view the 1989 P quarter not only as an interesting collectible but also as a potential financial investment. That said, the thrill of coin collecting extends beyond mere transactions. It's about the shared experience within the community as well. Coin collectors and enthusiasts often engage in discussions about error coins, swapping stories about their finds and the history behind each piece. The communal aspect offers an intertwined network of collectors who genuinely appreciate the beauty of mint errors, which fuels their passion and promotes growth within the hobby of coin collecting. Within this environment of shared enthusiasm, the 1989 P quarter can often become a focal point, bringing collectors together to find solutions regarding identification, grading, and ultimately valuation in the context of mint errors. As we explore the idea of valuation further, we can't ignore the historical context surrounding the minting year of 1989. The late 1980s was a time of innovation and growth in the United States. The economy was booming and transitioning into a tech-driven culture. These conditions provided fertile ground for the minting industry, influencing the creation of design elements present on the coinage produced during this time. For collectors, this historical backdrop is just as important as the piece itself. Coins from specific eras often resonate with individuals differently, based on personal connections, family histories, or broader societal narratives. The 1989 P quarter, like any coin, serves as the embodiment of a particular moment in time, and for collectors, that context enhances the emotional and monetary value tied to the piece. Unlocking the potential of finding one of these era coins adds an element of chance that excites collectors of all kinds. The prospect of discovering a 1989 P quarter with unique characteristics becomes something akin to a treasure hunt, where individuals search through their pockets, piggy banks, and coin jars in the hope that fortune might shine upon them. Many stories are shared within the collecting community about individuals who came across these hidden gems in their daily lives, leading to excitement and enthusiasm as they learn about their newfound pieces. Such serendipitous finds encourage both new and experienced collectors to explore their own collections and consider what they might possess that could have untold value, or even hidden stories waiting to be uncovered. The growth of online communities dedicated to coin collecting has also played a role in the 1989 P quarter's rising prominence. Auction platforms and social media have combined to create robust venues where collectors can buy, sell, and showcase their unique finds while connecting with other enthusiasts. The ability to share, discuss, and learn about coins fuels the community's growth, prompting many individuals to venture into the exciting world of era coins and their relative valuation. When individuals see visual evidence of the extraordinary prices paid for rare pieces, they often feel a sense of inspiration and motivation to become engaged in their own collecting journeys. Importantly, the discourse around rare coins also involves vigilance against counterfeiting. As technology advances, it becomes easier for counterfeiters to forge coins, including those with valuable mint errors. The prevalence of counterfeiting poses challenges for both collectors and investors, as fraudulent pieces can deceive even the most seasoned experts. Ensuring the authenticity of a coin such as the 1989 P quarter is crucial for safeguarding both financial investment and personal connection to the piece. This necessity for authentication has led collectors to increasingly rely on reputable grading services and documentation to ensure validation in the marketplace. This practice has turned provenance into a critical component of the collecting process. Without clear provenance, coins may lose their value. Hence, certified examples of era coins like the 1989 P quarter instill confidence among buyers and reinforce trust within the collector community. In summary, the story of the 1989 P quarter dollar provides a window into the captivating world of mint errors, rarity, and the nuances of coin collecting as a hobby and investment opportunity. From its misaligned dies to blemished surfaces and the exciting challenges of finding such coins in circulation, each aspect contributes to a larger narrative that speaks to the heart of numismatics. Collectors and enthusiasts continue to explore, learn, and share it. Next. Today, we're diving into the compelling and often surprising world of coin collecting, focusing on a particular piece that stands as a monumental example of how an error or mistake in minting can significantly inflate a coin's value, none other than the 1983 quarter dollar. This seemingly ordinary quarter, which was minted during a year that saw millions produced, has come to be known for its extraordinary value, fetching an astonishing $650 million owing to unique errors and imperfections that arose during its production process. You may be wondering how a single quarter could ever be worth so much, especially when you consider its original face value of just 25 cents. In today's episode, we'll break down the specific errors that make the 1983 quarter dollar so enticing to collectors and investors alike, the historical context that underpins its place in the numismatic landscape, and what all of this means for those passionate about this fascinating hobby. To kick things off, let's clarify what we mean by mint errors. A mint error occurs when something goes awry during the coin minting process, something that leads to a deviation from the intended design, producing a coin that is distinct from its standard counterparts. This may include anything from faulty dies that imprinted the design incorrectly to variations in metal composition that can affect the appearance of the final product. The allure of these mistakes is significant among collectors, who prize such coins for their uniqueness and the stories behind their creation. In the case of the 1983 quarter dollar, several key mint errors have contributed to its skyrocketing value. One of the most notable issues revolves around what is referred to as a double die error. A double die error occurs when a coin's design is engraved onto the die improperly, resulting in a coin that features a doubled image. In simpler terms, if a die strikes a coin more than once, or if it is misaligned during the engraving process, it can produce a design that appears blurry or expanded. For the 1983 quarter, some examples exhibit a pronounced doubling effect, making letters and details particularly visible to collectors. This error, in itself, can immensely increase the demand for the coin, as double die quarters are often sought after for their unique visual characteristics and the craft behind their conception. Collectors and investors eagerly chase these anomalies because they recognize that a quarter from 1983 bearing such an error is no ordinary coin, but rather a piece of art, history, and numismatic excellence. Beyond double die errors, there exists another key mint mistake that adds to the fascination surrounding the 1983 quarter: the missing clad layer. Standard U.S. quarters are composed of a core of copper nickel clad encased in layers of pure nickel. In some rare instances, errors arise during the production phase when a quarter fails to receive its external layer, resulting in coins that are essentially naked. Although these coins remain structurally sound, the absence of their clad layer gives them a striking appearance, making them incredibly appealing to collectors eager to acquire rare pieces. The stark contrast of colors and textures makes these missing clad layer quarters mesmerizing as they display a unique accident of the minting process that very few people are lucky enough to find. When looking for valuable error coins like this, collectors understand that scarcity is a key driver of value. The fewer unique examples there are, the higher demand tends to rise. Market dynamics drive collectors to pay astronomical prices for errors like those seen in the 1983 quarter, and as such, market interest often leads to frantic bidding wars at auctions where these pieces are listed for sale. What makes the 1983 quarter particularly notable is that as the years pass and collecting preferences evolve, investors see increasing potential in acquiring error coins and rare mint specimens, especially those carrying a story and a rich history that connects them with the broader narrative of U.S. currency. The shift in the coin collecting landscape highlights the importance of education and awareness about these rare pieces. Given the documented errors, as well as the historical implications of past minting decisions, owning a 1983 quarter with unique traits has become more than just a hobby for many enthusiasts. It's an investment in art and history that ushers individuals into the intriguing realm of numismatics, awakening a passion for discovery and exploration of coins that carry remarkable stories and captivating designs. Being an educated collector allows individuals to engage in deeper conversations within the community as they discuss coins, share their findings, and explore new avenues for connecting with one another. In addition to understanding grading edges and rarity, the broader context around the significance of coins produced during the 1980s accentuates their value. The socio-economic landscape of this time focused on technological innovations, shifts in American life, and the introduction of various cultural trends. Coins from this era are not only a reflection of currency but also mirrors of the time when they were minted, providing collectors with insights into the nature of change in American society. As collectors examine pieces like the 1983 quarter, they are offered glimpses into the moments when these coins were once in circulation and the transactions they facilitated, transforming into stories that revive a rich past linked to the nation's history. In the world of rare coins, much excitement stems from the possibility of discovering an error coin hidden within ordinary pocket change or a family collection. This serendipitous experience adds an exhilarating element to the hobby, compelling people to search their change, scour estate sales, and seek out hidden gems in their everyday lives. Finding a quarter like the 1983 era can act as both a thrilling adventure and a connection to the past. Countless accounts can be found in collector forums detailing how individuals stumbled upon such valuable coins in unexpected places, sparking joy and enthusiasm for coin collecting. This narrative of chance complements the sense of community shared among collectors who exchange stories, knowledge, and, quite often, rare finds. As we explore the increasing interest in error coins, it's essential to understand how information sharing among collectors has evolved, especially with the advent of online platforms and forums dedicated to numismatics. Discussions surrounding the 1983 quarter can be found across various internet platforms, where people exchange tips, celebrate discoveries, and engage with the broader community that shares a profound interest in coins, especially varieties with known errors. These online exchanges create a supportive environment where novice and experienced collectors alike can seek advice, ask questions, and collaborate with each other as they build their collections. Whether participants are researching grading practices, attending virtual seminars, or perusing auction sites for rare finds, the digital space has enriched coin collecting and fostered a newfound appreciation for unique pieces like the 1983 quarter dollar. As we reflect on the community that has developed around coins, we touch on a challenge every collector must be aware of: counterfeit detection. Since highly valuable coins often attract would-be forgers, ensuring the authenticity of an item is critical to preserving the integrity of the collection. Counterfeiting remains a persistent threat within the coin market, emphasizing the importance of education, relationships with reputable dealers, and verifying provenance through grading services. The rise in counterfeit coins may deter newcomers from entering the world of collectors, making it all the more essential for enthusiasts to learn how to identify authentic coins from forgeries. When examining a 1983 quarter dollar that has made waves in error coin discussions, it's imperative not only to be well versed in the specific characteristics of the errors themselves but also to remain vigilant about alteration or reproduction. Grading services provide essential verification and establish a level of confidence for collectors when buying or selling valuable pieces, guaranteeing that each coin maintains its expected market value and that buyers are acquiring authentic pieces of numismatic history. Moving forward, the 1983 quarter dollar will likely continue its evolution as a prized possession among collectors who seek to explore the nuances of mint errors and the wider cultural facets of collector communities. As the popularity of error coins grows, potential investors or hobbyists will be increasingly encouraged to learn about seeking, acquiring, and valuing rare pieces. The fact that a 1983 quarter dollar can generate such headlines emphasizes how a single coin can yield significant interest, lead to impassioned pursuits, and represent the culmination of history, error, and art, all wrapped into a small piece of currency. Collectors who choose to focus on error coins develop a unique perspective on the connection between people, value, and the stories that emerge from our engagements with currency. The 1983 quarter dollar is a stunning manifestation of the overlap between art, history, and the thrill of the hunt, capturing the essence of what many collectors find appealing about rare coins. As we celebrate this remarkable quarter and the broader numismatic landscape in which it resides, we encourage you to continue your journey into the captivating world of coin collecting. Look closely at the change you encounter daily and stay engaged with communities that inspire growth and exploration. Coin collecting is not merely a hobby, it's a pathway to learning, connecting. Next. Today, we're diving into an intriguing topic in the world of numismatics, the exhilarating story of the 1985 quarter dollar, a coin that has captured the imagination of collectors and investors alike not merely for its face value of 25 cents but for the astonishing sum it can command on the collector's market, with estimates soaring as high as $94 million. You might wonder, how can a common quarter potentially be worth such incredible amounts? The answer lies in the significant errors and mistakes made during its minting, which have rendered these pieces highly sought after and remarkably valuable. Let us take you through the journey of the 1985 quarter dollar, illuminating the multifaceted errors associated with it, why these errors matter so much, and what possibilities they present for collectors and investors keen on uncovering hidden treasures in their own collections. To begin, it's crucial to understand what we mean by mint errors. Mint errors occur when something unexpected or incorrect happens during the coin production process. These can arise from a multitude of reasons: issues in die creation, mistakes in striking the metal planchets, insufficient quality control, or even problems with the metal itself. Such errors add layers of rarity and intrigue to what would otherwise be a standard circulating quarter, and that scarcity tremendously enhances its value in the eyes of collectors. In the case of the 1985 quarter dollar, one of the most notable errors found on some of the coins is known as the double die obverse error. How does this error happen? It occurs when the design is stamped onto a working die more than once, resulting in a blurred or duplicated effect in various features of the design. Essentially, each element of the coin's face, the date, the word Liberty, and the image of George Washington appears slightly offset or double-stamped. Collectors take particular interest in double-die varieties because they are not only visually intriguing but also demonstrate a significant deviation from the intended minting, marking them as rarities in an otherwise monotonous sea of standard coins. The allure of the double-die variety inspires collectors to pay enormous sums for examples in good condition. As these coins are not merely currency, they become pieces of history, encapsulating the randomness of the minting process itself. Along with the double-die error, another critical factor adding to the rarity and value of the 1985 quarter dollar is the occurrence of rim errors. These errors arise when a coin is struck off-center, leading to a partial design on one side of the coin and an incomplete image on the other. In the 1985 quarter, certain coins manifest this offset striking, where the raised rim of the coin may be poorly defined or even appear to be missing altogether. Such pieces, with their eccentric appearance and unique quirks, entice collectors who see them not only as tangible assets but also as captivating artifacts of the minting process. Other errors associated with the 1985 quarter dollar include instances of clipped planchets, which occur when the metal planchet from which the coin is struck is improperly cut, resulting in a coin that may be irregularly shaped or lacking a portion of the design entirely. These clipped coins represent yet another fascinating approach to minting errors, presenting the idea that even the method of cutting the metal can lead to unintended outcomes. The rarity of these clips can make particular examples compelling conversation pieces, as they provoke curiosity about what went wrong during the production process. Collectors are drawn to such coins for their unusual characteristics, which often lead to an animated discussion in numismatic circles. Beyond these physical characteristics is the realm of speculation regarding potential future value, which has led many enthusiasts and investors to consider whether coins like the 1985 quarter could serve as lucrative investments. As more collectors become aware of these unique minting flaws, they gravitate towards acquiring error coins, not only for their intrinsic beauty but also because of their potential to appreciate significantly over time. The growth of interest in such error coins has led to an upsurge in auction prices, in some cases reaching staggering heights for those rare pieces that check every box: high grade, notable error, and historical significance. The presence of the digital marketplace has only intensified this trend, as collectors and investors can now bid on error coins globally, leading to competitive practice and escalating prices. As demand becomes more pronounced, discovering a rare 1985 quarter dollar with critical mint errors produces not just excitement but also a palpable sense of urgency among collectors eager to secure their own valuable acquisitions. The phenomenon of the 1985 quarter is not just limited to the coin's inherent characteristics. The context of the 1980s is fundamental. This decade was a period rich with cultural shifts and economic changes across the United States. The events, trends, and innovations of the era can add another layer of meaning to the coins minted during this time. For collectors, understanding the historical backdrop against which the 1985 quarter was minted enhances the emotional attachment to the piece. The 1980s saw advancements in technology and a surge in consumer goods, which could lead to the speculation that these coins, like many others, encapsulate a moment in American history worth exploring and preserving. Moreover, the growth of interest in coin collecting has transformed the landscape in which collectors operate. The rise of forums, online marketplaces, and social media platforms has created an inclusive environment for collectors to share their finds, conduct research, and connect with others who share similar passions. Many collectors loyally follow trends around the 1985 quarter, sharing insights and auction results, which strengthens their commitment to seek out pieces with notable errors. The shared experience of finding, discussing, and acquiring such coins fosters a sense of community that transcends geographical barriers and creates ongoing dialogue among enthusiasts. One of the most compelling aspects of coin collecting lies in the possibility of serendipity. Occasionally, a collector may find a valuable error coin in their own change or at a flea market. This prospect of discovery injects excitement into the day-to-day world, as collectors are always on alert for those extraordinary pieces that might slip through the cracks of casual observation. The allure of finding a 1985 quarter reflecting one of the errors we've discussed, whether double die, clipped planchet, or off-center strike, fuses the thrill of the hunt with the quest for history. As we discuss the importance of authentication and legitimacy within the realm of currency collecting, we need to acknowledge the significant risks posed by counterfeiting. Due to the potential high value associated with error coins, counterfeiters may attempt to replicate these rarities, thus misleading enthusiastic buyers. As a community, it is essential for collectors to be vigilant and educate themselves about the unique characteristics that identify genuine error coins. The demand for authentication through trusted grading services underscores the importance of maintaining integrity within the marketplace. Properly graded error coins offer assurance to buyers and help clarify the tangible value of their collections. For those interested in the financial aspects of numismatics, the 1985 quarter offers an exciting canvas to explore investing strategies. Investors assess the growth potential of coin values based on varied factors, including existing market trends and public interest. Additionally, the historical components behind each mint error can create compelling narratives that resonate with investors engaged in long-term strategies. As collectors look to diversify their portfolios, error coins present a unique opportunity for financial engagements that combine the thrill of collecting with prudent investment decisions. The continued evolution of the numismatic landscape, characterized by growing public interest, innovative communication, and online accessibility, is likely to fuel the momentum around coins like the 1985 quarter. Collectors eager to delve deeper into the world of error coins will find ample resources, discussions, and events that inform their pursuits and potentially expand their collections. These developments showcase the beauty inherent in collecting coins, highlighting their role as cultural artifacts, investment opportunities, and personal treasures laden with rich stories. Experiencing the world of rare coins is grounded in understanding the elements of their history, significance, and the intricate stories that every piece tells. In conclusion, the story of the 1985 quarter dollar is not just about the sum it can command or the errors it exhibits, it's about the journeys taken by collectors to uncover these hidden gems, the community engaged in the pursuit, and the historical context that informs each coin's value. As we encourage you to explore your own collections, keep an eye out for those special pieces that might harbor captivating narratives of error or rarity. Thank you for joining us today as we explored the enthralling details of the 1985 quarter dollar and its immense value derived from its minting errors. Stay tuned for more fascinating insights into the world of coins in our next episode, and remember, there are always treasures waiting to be discovered, right in your change. Happy collecting! Last, we delve into the fascinating story of the 1991 quarter dollar. Many of you may not be aware that this seemingly ordinary coin, minted by the United States Mint, is not just worth its face value of 25 cents. In fact, it has been appraised at an astonishing price of $71 million due to various rare minting errors and mistakes that have taken place during its production. It's truly remarkable how these seemingly minor flaws can turn a standard quarter into a piece of numismatic treasure, and we are about to take an in-depth look at the types of errors associated with the 1991 quarter dollar, what makes them so appealing to collectors, and the extraordinary possibilities that arise from owning such a rare piece of currency. To begin, one of the main errors that characterize the 1991 quarter dollar is the double die error, which occurs during the engraving process when the mint's die inadvertently strikes the coin more than once. This misalignment causes the features of the coin to become blurred or doubled, creating a visually striking effect that is highly desired among collectors. Imagine holding a quarter where the inscription "Liberty" appears not just once, but twice, or the year 1991 is printed with an uncanny shadow effect. The captivating nature of this error stirs excitement and offers great potential for value appreciation. Coins with double die errors are exceptionally rare, hence, they possess a kind of mystique that draws collectors who are willing to pay handsomely for such unique specimens. The allure of acquiring a double die quarter often transforms the collecting experience into an exhilarating treasure hunt, whereby enthusiasts sift through their change and inspect every coin with careful scrutiny, looking for the golden opportunity to discover one of these sought-after pieces. In addition to the double die error, another fascinating issue related to the 1991 quarter dollar is the off-center strike. This error happens when the die fails to align perfectly with the planchet, resulting in a quarter that is not struck entirely within its intended borders. The result is a uniquely shaped quarter with parts of the design missing, which significantly increases its visual appeal and rarity. Collectors often find these off-center strikes to be delightful variations. Each one tells a different story about its production and adds a layer of intrigue to the collecting experience. Imagine discovering a 1991 quarter where George Washington's portrait is partially absent, leaving only half of his face visible. that anomaly can ignite a spark of excitement for collectors, sending them on a deeper dive into the exploration of minting processes and the value of imperfection. Furthermore, we must also mention clash dies, an error type that occurs when two dies unintentionally come into contact with one another without a planchet being present. The result? A coin that bears an imprint of another coin's design, creating a strikingly unusual appearance. This kind of error is particularly notable in the 1991 quarter, as the presence of clash dies can often create design elements that outwardly clash, enhancing the uniqueness of the piece. Collectors are naturally drawn to the idea of holding a coin that bears the visual characteristics of a simultaneous minting process. It's a delightful representation of what can go wrong in the world of coin minting. The eclectic mix of errors associated with the 1991 quarter dollar exemplifies the multifaceted experience of collecting error coins, where each piece becomes a talking point and a link to the fascinating processes involved in crafting America's currency. As these coins change hands, the stories behind each error become woven into the fabric of the collecting community, creating a sense of shared passion and history that enhances overall appreciation for such unique items. The value attributed to the 1991 quarter dollar extends far beyond its striking errors. It also lies within the concept of scarcity. The number of examples showcasing these errors is minimal, which logically elevates the demand for properly verified specimens. The dynamic of supply and demand plays an essential role in the world of coin collecting, where the rarity of a specific error coin like the 1991 quarter sparks fervor among collectors. As word spreads within the community about the existence of such coins, the interest exponentially increases, leading to competitive bidding situations at auctions or spirited purchases among other enthusiasts eager to lay claim to a piece of numismatic history. As investors become aware of the possibilities that lie within error coins, they often seek to diversify their portfolios with high-value currency, not just for enjoyment but also for long-term investment purposes. Error coins like the 1991 quarter present collectors with a financial incentive. As collecting trends shift and evolve, so too does the value associated with rare coins. Such investments can yield significant returns as market interest escalates, especially when the trends surrounding error coins become featured topics on various online platforms, fostering a proactive and engaged market that continuously seeks out unique specimens to enhance portfolios. Furthermore, the discussion surrounding the historical significance of the 1991 quarter provides additional depth to its value. Coins minted during this era may serve as reflections of the cultural, political, and economic changes happening in the country. In 1991, the United States experienced various pivotal moments, from the Gulf War to shifts in the tech industry that began to pave the way for the digital future. These historical contexts create intriguing narratives that intertwine with the coin's existence, providing collectors a richer connection to their pieces. By owning a 1991 quarter dollar, collectors are not merely adding a coin to their collection. They are acquiring a fragment of history that speaks to the times through which these coins have passed, exemplifying a convergence of monetary policy and societal change. As more collectors venture into understanding the historical roots of their coins, they realize that each piece is a small but significant representation of the moments that shaped their country. It's this mindset that allows collectors to appreciate the 1991 quarter not just as a monetary object but as an invaluable piece of American heritage. Moreover, the excitement surrounding the discovery of a valuable error coin resonates deeply within the community. Many stories of serendipitous findings circulate, showcasing how individuals came across rare pieces unexpectedly, enriching their collecting journeys. Some collectors have found these treasured quarters in their change jars, pocket change, or even while rifling through family heirlooms. This serendipity adds a layer of thrill, as it fosters the idea that treasure can be found within the mundane aspects of everyday life, and it reinforces the belief that there are still extraordinary finds waiting to be uncovered. Because of these stories, collectors often form deep emotional connections with their coins, viewing them as reflections of their personal journeys through the world of numismatics. The boundless potential for discovery, coupled with the community that grows around shared interests, keeps enthusiasts engaged and inspired to seek out coins like the 1991 quarter dollar, transforming the act of collecting into an exploration of history, art, and personal fulfillment. As we delve deeper into the dynamics of the numismatic market, it's essential to acknowledge the ongoing advancements in technology and their effects on coin collecting. Online platforms and auction sites have revolutionized how collectors connect with one another and how they access potential purchases. A collector interested in acquiring a 1991 quarter with a notable error can easily browse through listings and seek out reputable dealers, widening their reach and facilitating transactions in an unprecedented manner. Information about coins, grading practices, and error recognition is now more accessible than ever, enabling collectors to make informed decisions and enhance their overall understanding of the hobby they love. In this digital age, the increased visibility of error coins has contributed to the excitement of numismatics and fostered strong connections between enthusiasts who share a passion for historical artifacts crafted in metal. However, as the interest in error coins rises, so too do concerns about authenticity and counterfeiting. In an era where high-value coins attract forgers, the need for proper authentication becomes paramount. Collectors must remain discerning as they navigate the marketplace and be vigilant in ensuring the pieces they invest in are genuine. Professional grading services have become invaluable resources in this regard, capable of providing documentation and verification that help establish the provenance and value of coins like the 1991 quarter dollar. Through established relationships with certified dealers, collectors can have more confidence in their transactions, safeguarding their investments and further legitimizing their passion for the hobby. As we reach the conclusion of our exploration into the world of the 1991 quarter dollar, it's evident that this seemingly overlooked piece of currency carries with it significant value due to unique minting errors and its rich historical context. The stories surrounding double die errors, off-center strikes, and clashed dies breathe life into what would otherwise be standard pocket change, transforming each coin into a remarkable artifact.